Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Plain Not Jane. I am Plain Not Jane, and you, my friend, have tuned into this week's 7. This week's 7 is a video series highlighting lessons learned and observations made in my life over the last 7 days. And this week's 7 starts now. Number 1, disappointment is just a part of life. It's not something that many of us want to deal with, and to be honest, if you listen to the wrong folks, they'll have you thinking that disappointment is not a natural, normal part of life, when in fact it is. Disappointment just proves that you still have dreams. Disappointment proves that you still have hopes. It's okay to be disappointed. Things didn't work out the way you wanted them to, and it's okay to be disappointed. So don't shun disappointment. Embrace it, experience it, learn from it. Just don't linger in it, and don't let disappointment turn into defeat or anger. Number 2, spring. I think, at least, spring has sprung. We have had several days in a row of warm weather. We haven't had any freezing temperatures in maybe 2 weeks. So I think spring is here. Yay! Number 3, un, deux, trois. It does not matter how early I set my alarm. That baby of mine is going to get up earlier. If I set my alarm for 7, she's going to get up at 6. If I set my alarm for 5, she's going to get up at 4. Quite frankly, I believe that if I set my alarm for 2 o'clock in the morning, that baby will get up at 1:30 at the latest. It doesn't matter what time I set that alarm for. That baby is going to get up earlier than my alarm. I just wish somebody would tell her she can take a day off. She ain't got a job. She ain't got to get up early. She can sleep in. I wish somebody would tell her that. I really do. Number 4. I have found more gray hairs. I have found it seems like they're showing up in groups now. I used to find like one here, one there, and you know, that was cool. Now these jokers popping up in sets, and so now I'm faced with a pretty big decision. Am I going to grow old gracefully and just let the gray hairs have their way, or am I going to start coloring them? I don't know yet. I'll figure it out at some point. Number 5. I mentioned this a few weeks back, how I don't like cooking anymore. Well, my disdain for cooking has morphed from just I don't like cooking to now I can't cook anymore. I have lost the ability to create a delicious meal. I burn up stuff, I overseason, I underseason, I undercook, I overcook. Yeah, like it's pretty bad now. I can't cook. I used to be able to cook. I used to enjoy cooking, and I was good at it. But now I suck. Like, I am probably, I know I'm the worst cook in my house. That's for sure. But at this point, I might be one of the worst cooks that I know. I'm just, quite honestly, I'm at a loss right now as to what to even do about this situation. Number 6. I've talked about this before, but I think it's worth repeating. Forgiveness is hard. It is so difficult at times to forgive people, especially when there's no apology issue. However, as hard as forgiveness is, it is a requirement. We have to forgive people, even if they don't apologize. Not for them, but really for us, by forgiving someone, we release that control that they have. We release that pain. We release that hurt. And so even though forgiveness is hard, it's still important that we do forgive. And finally, number 7. Find you a partner that you like even with your eyes closed. Okay, hear me out. Often in dating and even in relationships, I mean, let's just be honest. You're not attracted to a person's mind and personality initially. You're attracted to what you see, you know. That's what catch your attention initially. And that's fine. You should be physically attracted to your spouse. But make sure that when you marry, that you marry somebody that you like even with your eyes closed. Can you have a conversation with this person? Does this person make you laugh? Does this person get you? You know, when those youthful looks fade away, are you still gonna like the person that you're looking at? You know, that's kind of important. So that's why I say, when you're getting married, when you're contemplating marriage, make sure that you find a partner that you like, even with your eyes closed. Alright, so at this point, we have all heard directly or indirectly about the comments that Kanye West made. He said one of the most inflammatory statements that he made was that slavery was a choice. And at this point, I think most people would agree that something has changed with him. Most people would probably say that he might be experiencing some type of mental breakdown, or, you know, this man honestly could be unraveling right before our very eyes. This man could be experiencing and trying to deal with some very personal things on a very public platform. And so, you know, people are praying for him and hoping the best, and I hope things work out well for him, regardless of what he thinks. He is entitled to his opinion and his own thoughts, and more power to you, brother, for being a free thinker. But I do hope that things turn out well for him and for his family. But you know, people are praying for him and wishing the best for him and all this other kind of stuff, and that's all that we can do, because it's Kanye West. We don't have access to him. I can't pick up the phone and say, Yeezy, man, what's going on with you? You know you can't say that kind of stuff. We don't have access to him like that, so all we can do is hope and pray from a distance. But here's my question. How many people do you have access to and you are watching them fall apart? How many people are close enough to you that you can reach out and touch them, and you are not touching them? You're sitting back and you're watching them just dissolve and spiral out of control. Here's what I'm submitting to you. As opposed to just standing there and witnessing them spiral out of control, do something. 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 Talk to them. Help them out. Ask them, what's going on? What can I do to help you? Don't just stand by and watch people that you claim you love suffer. Don't just stand by and watch people that you claim you love just come apart at the seams. Step in and do something. Alright, that's been this week's 7. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a good old thumbs up. And if you didn't, keep on going and don't come back. Also, make sure you click below to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this week's 7 cooking videos, DIY projects, and good old family foolery. Also, make sure you support me on patreon.com/plainnotjane. By supporting me on patreon.com, you not only help ensure that this channel continues, but you will also get access to patron-only content. So until next time, go where you're celebrated, not just tolerated. Be safe. Bye-bye. Number 3.